me take a guess. You're struggling to move up to that next rank that you want so badly. Lucky for you, today I'm showing you the best drop spots that you need to be landing in order to move up those ranks more easily and quickly. As always, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on this video in order to be entered into our weekly 1,000 Apex coin giveaway. While you do that, we're going to go ahead and check out our first drop spot that's going to have you ranking up in no time. All of the spots on this list can cater to any playstyle or pace of play, so you can either choose to play slow for placement like Optic, or you still have the option to go frag out and pretend you're HisWattson. To start us off, we're going to head into the southern part of the map to launch site. When I'm landing in a ranked game, I love to have a crafter and beacon where I'm landing, or at least nearby. Luckily, launch site has both most games. With it being off the center of the map, you'll normally end up here uncontested, but occasionally you'll end up with another team. Now listen closely because this is very important. Make sure if somebody is landing with you that you take the crafter side. Landing on crafters when other teams are around is key because it allows you to force them into only ground loot while you're able to hit replicators to get you and your teammates armor up, get better weapons, or even additional healing items like shield batteries. On the flip side of that, if you're the one that gets pushed out of launch site, or maybe it's just missing a crafter or a beacon, or both, you can easily rotate up to dome or over to tree to get whatever you need. Hopefully you manage to stay in launch though, as there is normally a cargo bot flying around that you can get the vault key from to use in the tunnel next to Lava City. All of the loot, the crafter, the survey and respawn beacons, and the jump tower to rotate easily is exactly why this place is one of my absolute favorite spots to land on the map, and it's actually been my team's primary POI during this split. Alright, so we started off in the southern part of the map, so next up we're going to go up to the north to the mini lava siphon that is better known as Climatizer. Just like launch site, you're going to want to land on that crafter side just in case anybody else lands here with you, as this spot can get pretty hot at times. This is another high tier loot spot with easy rotations out of it. If things get too crazy, you can hit that jump tower on the east side and head down to Epicenter or over to Overlook. Although, if you can handle your own in fights, feel free to fire away, as you'll normally never end up with more than one third party here, as the POIs around it are never too heavily populated. I love this place because it really is a mini lava siphon like I said before. The buildings can be a ton of fun to fight in, especially if you have a defensive legend like a Wattson or Caustic to clog things up a bit. It also offers the verticality for movement legends like Valk and Horizon, so it can really be enjoyable for any type of legend. Once you've looted up both sides and the middle of this place, you can easily fly up into Fragment to take on some fights with confidence, or you can mosey around in the area around Epicenter and off the beaten path to keep things a bit quieter. Speaking of off the beaten path, one of the spots that you can go through after hitting Climatizer, but it is also one of the best spots to land period, is going to be Survey Camp. Not only does Survey Camp offer the crafter a lot of the time, but there's also guaranteed guns on the wall in every single building. This is especially important if other teams land here. I know I've been saying to land crafter side when landing with other teams whenever possible, but with this place being much smaller, it's not something that you'll get the chance to even use if there is opposition. Instead, land on the two north buildings of Survey Camp. This is where most of the pills are for this location. By landing here, you'll get the 6 total guns on the walls in the building, the ground loot inside each of them, and the 3 pills on the respawn beacon, and then 3 more additional pills on the building nearest the jump tower. More loot means more chances to get what you need and a better chance to survive, so take advantage of that knowledge and put it to use. Survey Camp is absolutely perfect for the slower playstyle of player, as in all honesty it's normally uncontested, but at least now you know what to do in case it is. Once you've made sure Survey Camp is clear, you're free to craft up whatever you need. Then you can hit the jump tower or zip lines on the edge of it to head to Epicenter, or the building south of the rain tunnel to hit a beacon and play slow. Or instead, you can go take on the teams at Climatizer, Skyhook, or even Fragment. This spot is both great for beginning and experienced players alike due to its isolated fights, easy rotations, and secludedness from enemies if desired. Next up on our list is probably going to be the hottest drop out of them all, and that is going to be Countdown. While Countdown may not ever have a crafter or a beacon at it really, it has some of the best loot in the game. Hitting one of the underground garage door openers guarantees you multiple shields to start off the game that range from blue to purple to even gold. When landing at Countdown, I always prefer to land at the largest building on the southwest side. This building is big enough for all team members to get loot, as it has a few pills on the outside of it on the walkways and weapons on the racks inside. If you can't manage to get anything to work with though, you can exit safely into somewhere else that hopefully does, like Lava Fissure out the back side of it. Of course, once you are looted up though, you should have plenty of teams to third party here and clean up on. After all the ruckus is over with, you can easily head up into Skyhook, over to Lava Fissure, or down a landslide through one of the tunnels into Fragment, Harvester, or the final spot on our list. The last spot on our list to land to rank up quickly and more easily is Staging. Staging is going to be a bit different on our list because it's not quite as small as Survey Camp, but it's also not quite as big as Climatizer. Regardless though, it still has high tier loot, which is of the utmost importance. It normally does both have a crafter and beacon at it, so you can figure out where the next circle will be, as well as get whatever you need. Now, staging isn't what I would call hot, but you can pretty normally get contested by one other team here. And I know I said I normally want to play crafter sides at most POIs, but this is one place where I actually prefer not to land on it. This is primarily because with staging being a smaller POI and being on the crafter means you'll be on the lower part of it, you can easily get pressured from anybody landing on the bridge. Landing on the bridge of staging allows you to loot the entire bridge, the buildings around it, and have an overlook view on the people on that crafter side. With all of the exit routes either being out in the open off the sides or the zips directly up to you, you basically can trap anybody down there and easily take them on. On the flip side of that, if they have laser beams on them and are just dominating you, or you don't get your preferred loot to fight with, you can easily rotate out of staging and instead head over to Thermal Station, Harvester, or Spring's End. Hopefully these spots and little tips can help you finish in the rank you want to end up in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video to be entered into our 1,000 Apex coin giveaway. Until next time, legends, peace!